From News 3 Now, this is breaking news.
And once again, good evening. We begin with continuing coverage from Mount Horeb after the school district went on a full lockdown due to an active shooter threat. And right now, that situation has been resolved.
According to the Mount Horeb Area School District, the threat was resolved outside of the middle school. We have team coverage in Mount Horeb tonight. And let's begin with our Brady Mallory live in Mount Horeb. Brady?
Right, I'm at the Life Church, and they've been calling this area a reunification center. That's where parents have been waiting for their children. Those children have been on lockdown. The school district officials have been updating, saying that the children are safe, fed, they're comfortable. They're just tying up some loose ends before they send them back to their kids. But we are seeing some parents go to other places to pick up their kid depending on the grade. Right now there is kind of a bit of a wait and see here. Some parents I've been talking to say they've heard that buses are coming here, so they will be reunited with their children. But it's kind of a situation where the district seems to be updating parents, telling them where they need to go, possibly to some other spots in the area. Now, of course, we are also waiting for more confirmation from law enforcement that has been investigating what has happened here all day. And our reporter, Maddie Heimscha, spent the day bringing you those details. Let's go to her right now and see what else that she has learned. Maddie?
Yeah, Brady, I'm coming to you from inside Mount Horeb Village Hall, where a press conference is to take place around 6:15 to get more information on today's events. We'll be hearing from Mount Horeb Area School District Superintendent Dr. Steve Salerno, as well as Attorney General Josh Call. But that press conference is to start again around 6:15. So for now, I'm going to toss it back to you, Brady, at one of those reunification centers. Tell us a little bit more about the status of those families by you.
All right, thank you, Maddie. Yeah, the families that I've been talking with, you know, of course, they are so relieved that this was not a worse situation, and they've been expressing much gratitude, but also they say that they're anxious because you can imagine if you've been separated from your child this long, in this type of situation, all you want to do is see them and give them a big hug, and that's what they have been waiting here all day to do. My colleague Braden Ross has also been here talking with parents, and some of them are leaving to go to other areas, but some of them are hearing that buses are still coming here to bring their kids whenever they're released.
Yeah, Brady, you and I have seen a lot of, I guess, anxiousness, like you said, but also a little bit of frustration, honestly, from some parents here of just not knowing where their kids are and where they're going to be able to pick them up and when they're going to be able to pick them up. We're going on close to 7 hours now since this all first started, we believe. So this is a lot for these parents that have been standing out in this parking lot waiting all day for their kids. They're finally, we now know, some of them being able to reunite with some of those kids. We are here at the Life Church. We've also heard the Good News Lutheran Church is another reunification center. We are also hearing that the bus garage could be another one. I believe some students are being picked up from their schools as well. It kind of depends, different grade levels and different situations that the kids were in when this first happened. But again, very scary situation. I talked to one parent here when I first got here around 2 p.m. today who said she actually talked to her daughter on the phone as the situation was unfolding. Here's a little bit of what she told me.
Still hard. I just want to see my kids. You know, I was able to talk to my daughter just a couple minutes ago, but you still want to be able to touch them and hug them. And I know they're pretty scared. When my daughter first called me before they were even released from the school, and it was just screaming and chaos in the background.
Now, there are a little over 2,000 students across 7 schools in this school district here, so a lot of those kids are still waiting. A lot of them have been able to return home today still. Here at the reunification center we've been at, we've seen parents come and go all day, a lot more starting to head out, but we have seen people feeding the youth from Madison. One of those nonprofit organizations in Madison has been here offering food and water to some of these parents that have been waiting. We've also seen the Sheriff's Department bring out therapy dogs as well for some of the people that are waiting. Obviously, this is a very tense and emotional situation, so that can help with them a lot. Obviously, I think the other big thing is, right, the unknown of what happened exactly today. We've been hearing bits and pieces from some people and from parents and a lot of rumor, but we're about to finally find out, hopefully, at this press conference that's coming up, and we'll bring that to you live as well. I'm going to bring Brady back in so he can wrap us up for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Braden. And yeah, we are seeing some more movement, some parents who are getting into their cars. So we will keep looking into the situation and find out where they're supposed to go, so we can tell you in case you're watching in the Mount Horeb area and you need to know where to go pick up your children. So with that, we will toss it back to Eric and Susan in the studio.
Yeah, and we'll have that press conference as soon as it happens. Hopefully we get some answers. Obviously, those parents have been very patient, but it does come to a point where they want to see their kids. So Brady and Braden and Maddie, thank you so much. We will be checking back in shortly. And Governor Evers today releasing a statement on the shooting. It reads in part, quote, having visited the district 2 months ago today, my heart breaks for the school, the district, and the entire Mount Horeb community. I've been in contact with local school district officials to extend my full support for students, educators, staff, and their families as they grapple with what has undoubtedly been a scary and traumatic day for everyone involved. Meanwhile, Dane County Executive Joe Parisi also releasing a statement saying, quote, to the young people, their families, and educators, no words can say enough of how much we as a community are here for you and grieve with you. Dane County is a close-knit community. We are here for you and will continue to be. Let's all take a moment today to hug our kids and come together to help Mount Horeb heal. Now, to more breaking news from today as protests continue on the UW-Madison campus. Earlier this morning, law enforcement arrested several protesters and removed several of the tents that were there from the encampment.
But now it seems those tents have been replaced with new ones, a sign that this protest may be far from over. We have team coverage on what's been happening on campus. News 3 Now's Kyle Pazorski is live on Library Mall. Kyle, what are you seeing down there now?
Good evening. As you can see behind me, another rally is now taking place. This protest clearly still going on. The most recent update that we've had within the past hour is that UW-Madison police say they will be just watching over this encampment now, not saying anything about taking down any of the new tents that have been put up. There is now about a dozen which are up here. Earlier in the day, law enforcement did clash with the protesters here on the mall when they mobilized to take down the tents, which they say were illegally placed according to the state law. It was after everything settled down when we heard from these students for justice in Palestine, with one of them telling us they were very disappointed in the actions of police.
All of this is to show that our chancellor, our administration, would rather attack the UW-Madison community directly than listen to our demands to ask that they simply end their complicity in an ongoing genocide.
Once again, this was a very chaotic situation early on in the morning. Since then, everything has cleared up here. And as you can see again, there is cheering going on at the protests here. I would say just about a couple hundred students are out here as this goes on. We will continue to bring you updates as more develops. For now, we're going to send it out to Jalen Banks, who is on Bascom Hill, with more from what the university is saying.
Kyle and I, we've been out here since before 9 a.m. and we've seen so much of the altercation between students and also the recovery and reaction of students and protesters since then. And during that time, I've spoken to countless students since 9 a.m. until now, and the responses I've gotten from this morning's arrest and altercation vary from student to student. One student telling me the protest and seeing people standing for a cause is inspiring. Another telling me the protests are disruptive with finals nearing and that they should wrap them up. Not only are students reacting, but so are UW's top brass. Here's what University of Wisconsin President Jay Rothman had to say on the protest and altercation between law enforcement and protesters this morning.
We are committed to freedom of expression on our campuses. That's absolutely critical. It's a hallmark of our universities, certainly a long history at UW-Madison for that. But I think we have to differentiate freedom of expression and legal protesting versus illegal activities. And we will continue to address illegal activities on our campuses as appropriate.
That illegal activity that President Rothman just mentioned. Later in the newscast, we will have the latest numbers on the arrest and citations made this morning during the altercation. For now, reporting live on Bascom Hill, Jalen Banks, News 3 Now.
All right, our thanks to Jalen and Kyle. It has been a very long day and some tense situations. Great job, gentlemen, to both of you. UW-Madison Chancellor Jennifer Mnuchin also releasing a statement on this encampment. She says in part, quote, I cannot emphasize strongly enough our support for free expression and peaceful protest. Now that the illegal activity has been resolved, students and others are free to resume peaceful protest that abides by campus protest guidelines today or at any time in the future. Our operation focused only on the tents and the encampment, which constituted the only prohibited activity under Chapter 18 of the UW System Administrative Code.
We're going to continue to provide live updates on the protest and the shooting in Mount Horeb. throughout the evening tonight. You can follow our coverage right here on News 3 Now or with the free Channel 3000 mobile app.
Now, we do want to check our weather, and for more on the First Warn forecast, here is Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex?
Good evening, Eric and Susan and folks. Temperatures outside right now right around 70 degrees across all of southern Wisconsin. A little bit cooler, though, out to the west. This is where clouds are starting to stream ahead of our next weather system. Here in Dane County, we got 70 in Verona, 70 in Middleton, 70 in Madison, a little warmer in McFarland and in Stoughton at 71 degrees. So temperatures very mild for this time of year. Normal highs are right around 63, 64, so we're a little bit above that. 68 at 6 o'clock, at 8 o'clock, clouds starting to fill in a little bit more at 60. And by the time you join us for our 10 o'clock newscast, we'll be down to about 57 degrees. Lows tonight will be in the lower 50s with showers and thunderstorms developing by morning. This afternoon round of thunderstorms Thursday afternoon and evening has the attention of the First Warn weather team for the potential for hail, strong winds, and an isolated tornado. But there are some limiting factors to Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening severe weather threat, which is across all of southern Wisconsin. It's marginal, mean isolated severe storms are a possibility on your Thursday. And here are some of those factors that the First Warn weather team will be keeping an eye on this evening and on Thursday. Do we get enough breaks in the wet weather? If we don't heat up enough. There's a warm front that will be lifting north into the area, and it will try to make it into southern Wisconsin. If it doesn't, then we may not get enough warmth for severe weather. We'll be tracking that this evening, and tonight at 10, we'll be tracking that line of thunderstorms on Future Track.
All right, Alex, thank you. In campaign 2024 news, former President Donald Trump is in Wisconsin today. He held a campaign rally at the Waukesha County Expo Center today, continuing to push his campaign message as his slim lead in the Wisconsin polls continues. Today, he made mention of the college protests that are happening across the country, but he stopped short of calling out the protests at UW-Madison and UW-Milwaukee. Coming up, we head back out live to Mount Horeb.
After the break, Brady returns with more reaction to today's incident as investigators begin to try to piece together what happened this morning. We will also take a press conference live when it happens. Stay with us.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6, brought to you by Gruber Law Offices.
At Gruber Law Offices, we know how to win. Real cases, real results. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Right, Chip. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your home renewal with 2-for-1 windows and no interest for 1 year. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjord's furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Visit the Century House today and view our extensive lineup. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjord's furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
It's Empire Today's biggest sale, the 50-50-50 sale. 50% off carpet and flooring, 50% off padding and materials, and 50% off installation.
800-588-2300 Empire. Today.
Broadway at Overture Center. See the best of Broadway. Subscribe at overture.org.
You have a consumer issue and you keep getting the runaround. Need help?
It's call for action to help me. Nobody else did.
Contact our team by phone or on channel3000.com. Call for action only on News 3 Now. Moving forward for you. You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
And welcome back. Continuing our coverage right now, law enforcement in Mount Horeb trying to piece together exactly what happened during an active shooter situation that sent a middle school in Mount Horeb into full lockdown.
Let's check back in with our Maddie Heimch live in Mount Horeb with the latest. Maddie?
Literally seconds ago that press conference is not going to take place at 6:15. It'll be a couple minutes later, but people have really gathered here in the Mount Horeb Village Hall waiting on that press conference to get some more information. We should be hearing from Mount Horeb Area School District Superintendent Dr. Steve Salerno, as well as Attorney General Josh Call. So we'll bring that entire press conference to you right here on News 3 Now. For now, we wait until it starts. Reporting in Mount Horeb, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
All right, yeah, as Maddie mentioned, we will take that as soon as it happens. In the meantime, we will get your first warn forecast now and turn it over to Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex?
Yeah, Eric, what we're tracking tonight, showers and thunderstorms developing as we head towards the wee hours of your morning. Alert day conditions possible on your Thursday, but there's some limiting factors I'll explain that may keep the alert day conditions from materializing, which would be a good thing. Nice Friday is expected to have with temperatures quite mild. Where is that weather system right now? Well, it's gearing up over portions of the Central Plains. Severe thunderstorms are expected to erupt here over Kansas and Oklahoma. There they are right now. Showers and some thunderstorms trying to form out ahead of that, moving into Iowa, and eventually they'll make their way into southern Wisconsin. But they're going to struggle. We've seen this every single night this week that we've had showers and storms to try to move into the area. Even though the temperatures are mild, the humidity is very, very low out there. Only a 30-degree dew point and humidity at 23%. What that means is as any showers try to move in tonight, they're going to struggle tonight. Tomorrow, they likely will not struggle as much with more moisture moving towards the area. There's some other reasons why the storms on Thursday may have may struggle to form, but we'll call that out in just a second. 70 degrees across all of Dane County. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, we got 69 in the Dells, 64 in Mineral Point. A little cooler to the southwest. That's where those clouds and those showers are coming from. Showers and a couple thunderstorms are expected to develop overnight tonight with lows right around 50 degrees. But let's get into Thursday and some of the complexity behind that. Still tracking the potential for alert day conditions, which we've been mentioning for a few days. Hail, strong winds, maybe an isolated tornado. Not out of the question, but you need the right ingredients to come together at the right time for that. Marginal risk of severe weather across all of southern Wisconsin has expanded further to the north. This is for an isolated chance of severe weather. Large hail and damaging winds would be the main threats, but an isolated tornado along the Wisconsin-Illinois border is not out of the question, and here's why. Future track, a couple showers, try at midnight, but it'll be very dry, so I expect a lot of that to fizzle. See how it fizzles as it tries to move into the area. More persistent area of showers and storms makes it into the area during the morning hours of your Thursday, lasting into the afternoon. If you want to get severe weather to form again in the afternoon, you need these showers to clear out of here. They do clear out, but our temperatures need more time to recover. Watch as we go into the evening hours. A warm front stretching from Janesville to Madison over to Lone Rock, cooler to the north, warmer to the south. But it's cloudy, and without the sunshine, without the heat to build, those thunderstorms, according to Future Track, struggle quite a bit to build in here as we go into your Thursday evening and your Thursday night, and that may actually verify, which means alert day conditions may not materialize. So just want to be first to let you know there's the potential for it, but those right ingredients have to come together right at that right time, and the weather system is moving through on your Friday morning. Let's recap that. Breaks and early storms. If we get sunshine on Thursday, that's your tip right there that the heat is starting to build out there for perhaps stronger storms in the afternoon. That would allow that warm front to lift to the north, and we'd get enough heating for severe weather. But if it doesn't happen, the severe weather may not materialize on your Thursday. Also, heavy rainfall from this weather system, half, 3/4 inch, 2 inches. We may not get that either if we don't get the showers and thunderstorms to form on your Thursday. It's what we call a conditional forecast, one of those tough to forecast for because you have to get the right ingredients together at the right time. Following the potential for alert day conditions on Thursday, on and off shower and thunderstorm chances clear through the 10-day forecast. The good news is here, you know I'm an optimist. Temperatures staying mild by day in the 70s and mild by night. Eric?
All right, Alex, thank you very much. And still ahead on News 3 Now at 6. Continuing coverage of the protests on the UW-Madison campus.
When we come back, we'll head back out to campus as protesters stay camped out near Library Mall.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you tires and batteries, trust and care, because we get you.
So get out on the road and stay safe with quality automotive parts and service at unbeatable prices. Like buy 3 tires, get 1 free, plus up to $100 consumer rebate on select Goodyear tires when you buy 4. 10% off all Carl Star lawn and garden and trailer tires or Laren inner tubes. And rewards members save $5 on Blaine's brand gold automotive batteries. Tires and batteries, trust and care at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
This right here is confidence in a bottle. It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
This Mother's Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Bring your outdoor oasis to life with Steinhoffels. With over 20 patio sets to choose from, Steinhoffels has something for every style and budget. And get a free Yeti beverage bucket when you spend $19.99 or more on your new patio set. Use our 60-month financing to make your outdoor oasis more affordable. Escape to the outdoors with your new beautiful backyard, styled by Steinhoffels. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Moving forward.
And welcome back. A new encampment is up on the UW-Madison campus as protests over the war in Gaza continue.
For the latest on what's happening at the encampment, let's head back out to our Kyle Pozorski. He has been on campus since this all started this morning. Kyle, what's going on right now?
Good evening. Well, what we saw no more than 5 minutes ago was evening Islamic prayer. That has just wrapped up, and now the scene seems as though just students kind of milling around here at the encampment on Library Mall. As we continue to cover this, we have been seeing and hearing from students for Justice for Palestine, and they have been speaking at certain points. During the rally that took place about 20 minutes ago, they were actually saying that they do have a meeting set up with Chancellor Mnuchin of UW-Madison for tomorrow. They tried to get her to speak today. They say they have something set up tomorrow. I can also quote one of the people who was speaking said that they are not holding their breath for that. So again, as we continue to cover this, it seems as though right now people are just kind of milling around. I do believe there was a sign that says we are expecting live music to take place at 6:30. We will continue to cover this as it happens. Reporting here on Library Mall, I'm Kyle Pozorski, News 3 Now.
All right, Kyle, once again, great job. Thank you. And we want to check back in with Brady Mallory, who is live at a reunification center in Mount Horeb, where we hope finally that some parents are getting that reunification with their children at this hour. Brady?
Yep, we moved to a new place, and there's one of the school buses bringing some of the children in. It has been a pretty steady stream. You know, if you were watching earlier, we were at a different site that seemed to be an area for parents to wait. And from what I've noticed and from the parents I've talked with, they said that they were getting messages telling them to come here at this this bus depot. You can see a big crowd of parents finding their kids. You know, it's been a very hectic day for them, even though this turned out a lot better than it could have been. Just the waiting for their kids, the anxiousness, you know, it's tough to imagine unless you're in their shoes. But there's that bus pulling up, and you can see if we can, I don't know how close we can zoom in, but lots of eager parents who are waiting just to hug their kids again. And so this is what we wanted to show you here tonight. And we tried to get closer, but law enforcement understandably asked us to move farther away, so that's what we did. So we are at a safe distance to let these families do what they need to do without us in their faces, but we still, you know, want to get the word out that parents are seeing their children again after a very long and scary day.
Brady, do you know, is this the only reunification center? Are there other locations for different age groups? I understand we saw the Facebook post by Dr. Salerno a bit ago that this was mostly kids from the intermediate school, correct?
Yeah, so far as I know, and as far as the releases I've been monitoring as well, it does sound like it's a grade by grade, school by school type of thing. So certain parents have come here. We did hear of other families actually going to the school to pick up their younger kids. And the site that we were at, this kind of staging area, that was one of 2 churches that were offering up the space for parents to wait while they were waiting for that message.
Do we know anything, Brady, about the high school kids?
You know, we are still waiting. We've been watching the district release messages. It does look like the younger kids, just kind of on what we're seeing here, you know, kind of the, I guess you would call them like the middle school, intermediate aged children. I have not seen any high school kids yet, but we will continue to track that.
All right, Brady is over by the bus garage, which is kind of a stretch down past Grundle Park. If you're familiar with Mount Horeb, the bus garage is down Garfield. The intermediate school, a lot of people wonder what these levels are. We all did elementary and middle school. And intermediate school in Mount Horeb is 3rd through 5th. The middle school 6th through 8th, and then early and primary are younger. So it's, you know, they're trying to get these students in groups. The garage is where that location is for you intermediate school parents, grades 3 through 5. Again, down Garfield past Grundle Park is where you want to be. Continue to follow the Mount Horeb Facebook page, because Dr. Salerno continues to update how they're going to release these kids to their parents bit by bit. And we do understand the middle school and high school are continued to be on lockdown. And what is it, 6:25? So 7+ hours now, and this is going to start wearing on parents. Again, we're going to go to this press conference. Hopefully we get more answers on reunification and what happened today when that press conference begins. We'll bring it to you live. Stay with us. We'll be right back.